Heyo folks, I'm Kiddo the Door, doing my 4th intro for Burnout. Today we have coffee. I have to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of coffee. There's specifically a lyric, I might get hated on in the comments for this by my fellow BoyWithUke brethren, but I don't really fuck with autistic references like that. Knowing I'm dating somebody whose sibling is autistic. So, making like light references to I think I'm autistic while fully knowing someone who is quite literally inverbal is like, no, you're not. You're fine, dude. And I know he references that because that's the part he posted on TikTok. And even on top of that, I'm just not a huge fan of the vibe of this song, so I'm prepared to not like this. But hopefully, he can turn that around and make me like it. I'm gonna try to not dock points for the line I just talked about. And my personal disliking toward it. I know that maybe I'm a party pooper, but that's just my truth. Sorry if you hear a lot of noise, by the way. I'm holding my microphone because I don't have a place to put it right now, because I need to figure that out. So in terms, my mic's doing a lot of moving. Hold on, chat. We got a message before we start this. Okay, it's just streaks. That's fine. Alright, let's do this.
Why don't you stay for one more cup of coffee? Why can't you be honest and say what you want?
Alright.
I think that she wants to go
this is the TikTok part.
She says that
so I'm expecting the song to, as typical BoyWithUke fashion, be about a girl because that lyric. But also this side of the song makes me question if it'll be about him. So I'm a little confused here. Maybe it'll be his like life story, where it will have nothing to do with this.
There were so many things that I never got to talk about without the risk of crashing out, like breaking out and dropping out, or breaking up and selling out, or losing streams and faith in who I was, becoming what I hate, and hating what I used to love. Sorry.
Okay. That did not make me like this song anymore. I enjoyed, as he says here, the trauma dump because it kind of explains a little bit of the questions I've had for BoyWithUke for a long time. But that didn't sound good musically. Like, it's not like I'm gonna listen to that and be like, oh, I want to sing this. That was more or less just like that was just like him talking to me, which, why put that in a song? Also, what did that have to do with the chorus at all? But there's still a significant amount of time left in this song. Not basically another 3 minutes, so let's see where it goes. Alright, chorus again.
Why can't you be honest and say what you want? I think that she wants to go home.
Also, just because I say I don't like a song doesn't mean I don't like it. I'm just saying that based on the other songs. I know that's probably stupid, but still. Sorry for your eardrums if I break them, by the way. I don't know how loud this mic will be. I'm not testing any of this footage. This music could be significantly louder than me, and I'll never know.
As soon as the mask came off, the label dropped.
Okay. That's what I was talking about. References to the mask and to who he once was, okay? So he says, as soon as the mask came off, the label dropped.
But they left with a buyback clause. No bad blood though, because they weren't that bad. Shout out Tyler and James, my dad, but it's past tense who I was.
Hold up. James, my dad. Is his dad named James, or is he, as the lyric video just showed, is he just saying he loved him to a questionable degree? Also, buyback. Isn't that like meaning he can get the rights to his songs now? Well, even though he should have them anyways.
The label dropped, but they left with a buyback.
With a buyback clause, doesn't that mean he can buy back his music that was under the label? I think. I don't know. I'm guessing Tyler and James were the actual label people.
But his past tense who I was bad. I'm glad he's gone. Toby's in France. I'll sing my songs.
Toby's in France.
But his past tense.
But his past tense who I was bad. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. We loved who you were.
Bad. I'm glad he's gone. Toby's in France.
I'm glad he's gone. Toby's in France. Alright, chat. Looks like we're moving to France for more Boy With You content. We're gonna get that Wee Wee song, the Baguette song. Toby's in France. Wow, okay. So I was saying references to things like The Mask and Toby. Two of those things got referenced here. And they talked about a buyback clause, which is pretty interesting because I think that means he can buy back his songs if he wanted to, but I don't think he's going to. So I think he's pretty. I think this whole album makes it pretty clear he's done with Boy With You because I don't know what he'd gain from buying his songs back. Um, wow, Toby's in France. We haven't heard Toby in a song since was it? It was Psycho. It was Toby tells me lies when I'm sleep deprived. Toby says that I'm the worst of my kind. A voice that trails behind leaves me petrified, thinking I'm gonna live to say 25. Um, that was the last time we heard of Toby. Obviously, he's referenced him a lot, like in other stuff. Like there was that Boy With You Origins episode, literally called Toby. Um, but we haven't heard his name in a song in a minute, so that's actually kind of cool. I need to hear that one more time.
And James, my dad, but his past tense for
Also,
what
this
was
actually
is bad.
sounds
I'm
like it
glad
goes
these
with the
times
song,
Toby's in
so I like
France.
this
I'll sing
lyric a
more
lot,
songs
or
and you
this
can watch me
whole verse.
dance, so. Why don't
Watch
you
me
stay
dance.
for one
Okay,
more cup of
was that the
coffee?
kids
Yeah,
cheering
so.
sound
Why don't you stay
from
for
Five
one
Nights at Freddy's? Like,
more cup
yay!
of
I know it's not
coffee?
from
Why
Five Nights
can't
at
you
Freddy's, but it's
be
in Five Nights at
honest
Freddy's.
and say what you want?
I think that she wants to go home without me. Then loudly she says that she thinks we should have a good
I
time.
think I'm autistic, I'm different from everyone I know.
Googled and how to be normal in high school, that's real. Alright, I'm expecting a toxic reference somewhere in here because this apparently is the reference song. Oh, here we go with the interlude stuff again. Why don't you stay? Say what you want. Go home without me.
Cocaine
Cocaine
Vegas.
Vegas.
Who am I to judge? There are no absolutes in this world. Absolute is objective.
Absolute is what is bro yapping about?
Is to believe in God.
Okay, what's the comeback? Coffee might be it. Okay. Wait, there's a slight comeback. Come on, give me some lyrics in your comeback. Oh, hell yeah. Lost both your legs. This is giving me huge Wreck-It Ralph vibe. I'll talk about that after. Oh, okay. The comeback on Coffee. Why couldn't we have had a song just like that? Like without the whole other half of the song. Okay, wait a minute. Coffee might have had a comeback. So, alright, it's opinion time. Um, first half of Coffee, I did not like it. I really did not like the first half of Coffee. Where's my hair? There it is. The camera's inverted, so it's confusing. Um, I didn't fuck with the first part of Coffee at all. The lyrics, they were okay. They didn't make sense. Or no, they did make sense. They were just explaining his story, but they didn't fit in the music at all. And I just really didn't care for it that much. It didn't sound that good. It's not something that I wanted to sing. First two kind of came back as I had to analyze craft and structure over here, you know, with the Toby lines, the Mask lines, the buyback deal. Um, and that kind of made me change my mind. I was like, okay, maybe Coffee's not that bad. I mean, this chorus 3 times is a little repetitive. I didn't really fuck with that chorus to begin with, so it was a little annoying having to hear it multiple times. But then that comeback, that song made me think of, for some reason, it made me think of Wreck-It Ralph. It also gave me like huge my childhood vibes. So like I'm 16, so when I was growing up would be like early 2010s, like 2010 to 2015, 16 around that time. listening to that type of music in the radio, whatever was popular at the time. I don't know what I would call it, but I was a child, so I don't really remember or know. But um, it was giving me huge. It was giving me Wreck-It Ralph vibes. The sequel to Wreck-It Ralph specifically, the newer one. It kind of made me think of like the ending song. It also made me think of Sonic, the Stars in the Sky song. Going for it. I'm on a roll with the stars in the sky, babe, I'm home. That one. Um, yeah, no, I wish we had a whole song with like the ending of Coffee. I'm actually hoping maybe that's a transition into the next song. Maybe I need to lock in. Um, as for a rating, I'm still gonna rank it. I'm gonna rank it a 7 out of 10, same as Burn. Um, I originally probably would have rated it like a 5 or lower, but the ending part carried it another point, and then the second verse carried it another point. So I was aiming for a 5, but last two verses saved it. So 7. 7's my ranking. 7 out of 10. All right, that was Coffee. So be back next time for the next song. I think it's Paper Planes. I'm not 100% sure, but thanks for watching. Bye, folks.